Welcome, Taurus. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, and I'm getting ready to do your April 2022 general reading. The new moon in Aries is today, April 1st, and this is welcoming in the spring vernal equinox energy of a few days ago and ushering us through and out of the long period of hibernation and deep night of the soul of the last several months since quite possibly the fall of last year. So we are welcoming this fresh burst of forward movement that will culminate at the end of the month in a lunar eclipse in Taurus. So we're bracketed by some powerful energy this month. If you are enjoying these readings, please like and subscribe to my channel. I've already laid out the cards for April. I'm going to clarify with an African tarot, and I will finish off with an oracle card. I appreciate all of you who have and do support me in all the ways that you do. So let's get started, Taurus, with your overall energy for the month, which is the Ace of Pentacles. This is letting me know, Taurus, that you are moving towards a new concrete plan. You are devising a new direction that you want to move in. You are putting together a new practice, a new practical goal or tool or resource that is the focus of your attention moving in April. This is you really pointing towards a new material goal, a new level of comfort, a new level of stability, and this is consistent with your earth energy, your pragmatic earth energy, and it's also allowing you to apply many of the skills and lessons you've learned over the past several months. So in early April, you have the Ace of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and the Star card. You have really been stressed. I think you are stressed as you have a great desire to move towards a new area of growth. You are experiencing an expansion of sorts in your life. Whatever you have is growing and expanding in new ways, multiplying as you move in this new material direction, but also expanding your wisdom, your growth, moving you out of familiar territory. So this stress is a result of so much new growth, so many new assets and resources that you are having to manage, that you are quite often overwhelmed with the level of detail, responsibility, and desire to figure out and review the efforts that have been made to date. So you have built something and it has caused a tremendous physical strain on you. I think your health may be a bit flailing at this time. This time is making you aware of the limits of your physical body, but it's also allowing you to see the limits of your thinking, the ways in which that your thoughts and behaviors as a result of your beliefs are causing you physical distress, limiting your behaviors, and the very reason that you want to break out and move in this new direction. So as you have indeed gone through some difficult challenges and obstacles, it feels like one thing after another. You have instead been buoyed up by a sense of hope and a new vision of your community, a new vision of the tribe, your domestic environment that is helping you to recognize that there is a growth and an end goal, an expansion, not simply of a material sort, but of the hopes and possibilities for your community. There's a new vision that you want very much to pursue at a larger scale than you have been able to pursue in the past. You are freed up from an old structure of expansion and stability in such a way that you want to grow and move towards a new vision of stability and security. In the middle of April, you have the Six of Swords, the Knight of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. So, yeah, the activity continues to move at a fairly fierce rate. However, the focus stays on your physical body, the ability and the desire for you to move away from some stressful situations, from some conflict, from a problem, a knotty problem, towards a peaceful resolution of this, a path of recovery forward for a family member, a relationship, perhaps a job or an area of activity that continues to be stressful. Only you are now recognizing that you can release the stress of this situation and move towards a healthier way that is more connected to your deeper desires. You feel free to explore the things that you want to experience. The experience in your body, you are getting connected with the ways that you want to feel rather than the ways that you are feeling stuck, stabbed, driven over by a truck. Whatever it is that you're experiencing in your body is a reflection of this sense of being used and extracted from, pulled on in many different directions that are frankly beyond your ability to cope, beyond your desire to cope. However, you are able, by simply identifying the desire to feel better, to experience more joy and peace, to pull your community, your team together so that you are working and growing, identifying this area of growth together. And you're making a much more powerful effort as a member of a team in a direction that you could not have done on your own. So even though this may have started with your idea, your desire to move in this new direction, you are successfully pulling your team, your family members, your relations together so that you are moving as a unit in a very powerful, swift way. Towards the end of April is the Emperor, the Five of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. Indeed. So you are really staying with this theme of struggle. And this is a positive theme for you because the card of struggle is very much a card of learning. This is where a team decides that the conflict they're engaged in, the argument, the debate, the disagreement at the core of unhappiness is actually an area in which all members can join together and grow. Work together so that by identifying each other as peers, as equal stakeholders in this situation, that you can decide to learn and grow in a new direction. This is really challenging your customary sense of control in your environment. And that sense of control that you have experienced in the past, your desire to be the boss, to um, provide the tried and true path, the strategy, the manifestation techniques that have always served you. You've actually learned to exhibit greater control over your environment by empowering others to do the same. This is you understanding that your need for control, your desire to control your experience, is wedded to the ability of all the members of your community to take control over their parts. And this is informing not only the growth of this team, this project, this new effort that you're working towards, but it's also contributing to your experience and strategy, your wisdom, and your ability to control yourself in a way that gives you a much greater sense of peace and acceptance of the capacity of your team. And this is rewarding you beyond measure with a sense of fulfillment, happiness, and even a wish fulfillment. This is where you are understanding that by empowering yourself, by pursuing the ideas that are important to you, you are empowering others to work with you towards that end. And in doing so, you are overflowing with an enjoyment of the process, not just the thing that is in your radar, the magical goal, the wealth, the material asset that you're pursuing, but it is the process of pursuing that that is allowing you to feel fulfilled, recognized, seen, and given back to, nurtured, and attended to. I'm going to clarify the Knight of Wands at the heart of your reading with the Moon card and the King of Cups. This is speaking to a couple of different aspects that are confirmed in the reading. One is your ability to mature throughout this process, your willingness to expose your vulnerabilities, the things that you don't feel good about, the things that are stressing you, causing you anxiety. By sharing those, opening up about those to yourself, objectifying them so that you can share those with others, you are building a powerful bond with your team members who are recognizing your vulnerability as your strength. This is you learning to sublimate at times your own need for nurturance by giving that nurturance to others. And in a way, recognize that as you are making way to receive the many gifts that you give to others, you are giving as well. So this is you learning that receiving is part of love. Receiving is part of giving. And you are now learning to empower others with the ability to give to you. The Moon card is indicating the real depth from which you are pulling from these lessons of stress, these experiences of discomfort, of physical exhaustion, of aches and pains, and things that don't appear to be going in the way that you would intend because of this massive investment that you are attempting to make towards controlling the outcome in your environment. As you have sought to understand the source of the stresses, as you pulled the threads of your discomfort apart, you are making a brave attempt to understand the many directions and connections within yourself that you often sublimate. The experiences of unhappiness, disappointment, and pain that you have learned lessons from. the ways in which you are employing your ability to rethink, to understand these experiences that is helping you to mature and recognize that you are the person you are because of the experiences you've been able to endure. Learning that you are exactly where you are meant to be because of the bravery and courage it has taken to withstand these obstacles and these disappointments so that you have learned the lessons of those. And you are now on the other side through your ability to relinquish control. This is a beautiful reading and indicates a real strong communication in your dream state. I definitely sense the need for you, Taurus, to rest. Give yourself time to rest and recuperate and listen to your dreams. Record your dreams if possible, but really seek advice and support from your ancestors, those you respect and love in your dream life. I pulled the Gloxinia, and the key words are love at first sight and proud spirit. Shakespeare said, "When I saw you, I fell in love, and you smiled because you knew." This is so perfect, and I'm not quite sure why these are welling me up, but I am just resonating to the tremendous spirit that these cards are sharing with me. I thank you for your time and attention, Taurus, and until next time, Namaste.